What's up, Paracrews? I'm Paradomics, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, anyways, let's just log right in, and yeah, let's just continue to the last two, because there's gonna be one more episode. I don't know if the last episode is gonna have a part one and a part two, or if it's just gonna be a part one episode. Because I feel like the last episode is just it's like a finale in a way. And oh, by the way, the reason why I'm wearing this jacket was because I recently just made a skit. I just recently just made that skit. I also uploaded it before I started recording this, and I'm glad that a lot of you liked it and agreed with me because I fucking hate it that I don't have power to the internet. Fucking hell. Anyways, let's just go to self love. So in the last video, Yuri and Natsuki both realized that they were two peas in a pot. Although one pea is a lot different in a way, but some way they're both the same, because Yuri says that Natsuki reminds her of herself back then, and now Natsuki is slowly understanding that she doesn't want to be like that. She doesn't want to hate people. She just want to make friends. So now Yuri has made a letter for Natsuki, and Monika's delivering it to Natsuki. And I made a bet, or like I made a theory in the last video that Natsuki's not gonna like it because she might find Monica hand delivering the letter instead of Yuri cowardice. Or Natsuki might think, oh, she's too good to see me in order for her to give me the letter. I don't know. But then again, Natsuki understands that Yuri is shy and, might have scared her a bit after insulting her like that. Oh well, let's just see. It's only been 1 day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Oh, so we don't even get to see Monika get delivered the letter. It's just literally skip that. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other ever since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because the passing by of students was making her feel more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance, no students would have any reasons for coming here. Actually, that used to be me before. We used to, in high school, I don't know if I remember this, we used to eat lunch outside of the classroom and on the floor for some reason. I don't know. I remember doing that. Like, we don't eat on our chairs. We eat outside of a classroom and then stay in a specific area and then eat there. Or no, I don't think I was the one who did that. I think I saw my classmates did that. I remember I had no friends when I was in high school. I was pretty much a loner and hated by everyone else because I'm an unlikable person. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. Ah! Well, this is fucking awkward. What are the chances that two of them will meet at the same spot? Hey, what are you doing here? I just... Yuri grip her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumb. Well, what are you doing here? I just came here to drink from the vending machine. Yeah, well, she has a good point there. There is a vending machine right behind you, Yuri. So what's your reason? The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri noticed Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seems to reverberate. Again, I have no internet, so I cannot search the meaning of this. What the fuck is reverberate? Stop using big words, okay? This is... Oh, look at me, guys. I make story game. Big words. Big brain words. You don't have to use big words just to make your game great. Just use normal words. Like, calm the fuck down, man. Reverberate. Reverberate. I don't know. Fuck it. Reverberate. That's what I'm gonna say. To seem to reverberate through the entire stairwell. I swear to God, if it's just vibrate, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed that they chose that word over that word. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she then fidgets with in place of the coin. It's some kind of iced tea. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant, really. I mean, it's totally cool that it's your thing or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you, so... not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammering herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Sorry if I'm licking my lips a lot. My lips are so fucking dry. Oh my god. Natsuki twists the cap off of her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything anymore. Or anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. She's like, oh my god, this is so fucking awkward. I should actually say something. And the two just sits there for a long time. Oh my god, it's so fucking awkward. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without words, they seem to mean at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. Lunchtime ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up and with her empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club. Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to, eventually. There's no rush. I promise. Thanks. Well, it's a step. That's a first step. That's a good step. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps into the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this, but because there aren't any people around here. Oh? I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch, the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. But it's okay that I'm here? Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, like, they all just assume I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly. I just don't want it to come up again now after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point. You don't have other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count. And Sayori, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it, you know what I mean? Honestly, you're lucky that the book you're into is at least just looks... You're lucky that the books you're into at least just looks like a book, so you don't have to feel like everyone's constantly judging you by what you're reading. That would be awful. Especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from the good smack across the face. Whoa, whatever. We're all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used pseudonym. I have no idea what that means. But I liked it at the time. I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. Plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now, we'll think the same thing about our current selves? Haha, probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? Of course not. I don't care what other people think about me, especially someone who doesn't exist yet. Alright, here. Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek. That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow, I didn't mean to do it that hard. Yuri doesn't seem to react. But then, to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares in her lap, unable to hide a smile as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, she smiles. Wait, really? It's funny? Wait, I want to try it. Okay, note to self, never try to do what the video game characters do because they actually do not feel the same pain as you feel in real life. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about all this nonsense. I'll let you get back to your reading. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens her book. Well, at least they... Oh, for fuck's sake, that was really hard. Why did I slap so hard? Could I have just pretended I slapped myself? Jesus Christ. I'm such a dumbass. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. But the whole time, Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced to end their conversation. Oh, having so abruptly forced. Yeah. They were having so much fun. They should have just kept going with it, you know? You're back. Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Another day passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself wandering to the stairwell once more. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki noticed a bottle of iced tea at the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contacts. What, like for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up? Well, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never mind. What I meant to say is, thank you. And that it's a really nice gesture. Aw, it's so adorable, look at that. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It was the other thing that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me. It's like they're trying so hard, and this is what I appreciate. They're trying so hard not to offend each other that Natsuki is being vulnerable, you know, just like doing all the stuff that she doesn't want to do near Yuri, or she doesn't want to be vulnerable, basically not to be the person who's in the wrong. Now here, she's always trying to be like the person who's in the wrong, saying, "Oh no, it's my fault. Don't worry about it. It's not you. It's what I said." Something like that, you know. And I liked it. It's adorable. It's so fucking cute. Oh man, I love this game. Should be game of the year. Yuri pauses, then nods. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. Then she sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt. Just like, oh no, was I too brash? Should I have at least asked her first if she wanted? Damn it! I'll do something nice for you next time. Please don't feel obligated. I want to. I want to do some nice things too. Okay. Thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then too. Natsuki sighs. Nothing. It just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately. I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but they also just can't take anything seriously. So when I'm, I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerve. Yeah. Again, certain kinds of friends you want to be with. There are friends that you just want to have fun, and there are friends that you want to be real with, and there are friends that you want to express your feelings with. There are different types of friends, okay? Not all friends are gonna be the same thing to you, and maybe quite possibly some friends will feel like, wait, why can't you just talk to me about it? Do you not like me or anything? Something like that. But mostly when it comes to friend, it's just really it just really depends on the type of friends you have there. Because there are some people who do not want to have like conversations like that. They just want to have fun. So Natsuki comes to Yuri thinking that Yuri is that kind of person, you know? Or people who don't judge her, basically. Like people. Why do people judge you for reading manga? It should be the type of manga they read. I guess that's a little bit. But actually, no one should judge depending on what manga they read. It's like no one should judge people for doing what they like, unless it's murder or shit. Then I guess that's it's pretty fucked. Judge the person harshly if they do murder. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club. How come? I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good with just putting up with it. Because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change. But, yeah, I know. Monica and Sayori really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this have anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening. What? Listening to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about people. You think it's weird? No, that's not weird. I probably misunderstood, so I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going? If you'd like. Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. What are some of the things you like about your friends? A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends. And they really like my baking. It's fun to complain about school together. They make me laugh a lot, and we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes. Oh, I'm bad at a lot of those things. So? Are those all the things that are important to you? Well, kind of, but they're not the things I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayori really loves your baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot. That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. Excuse me? How about you don't talk that way about my friends that you don't know anything about? Natsuki Sensei. No, wait! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head. It's fine. As long as you understand you can't judge people like that. Yeah, the thing is, Natsuki doesn't like it when, unless you get to know the person, then you can express how they feel, But I guess she doesn't like the way she said it until she actually got to know the person, She can't just say, oh, those friends that she hangs around with don't care about her feelings. It kind of sounds like that she's sticking with a bunch of, I don't know, people who don't care about her. Yeah, but again, but the way it's just the way Yuri misunderstood it. Again, it's just the way how Natsuki complained about it, saying, "Oh, those friends just can't take me seriously sometimes," and it makes her angry. And again, Sayori is a completely different person, as expressed here. I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down. You can't just compare friends like that and measure who's better than who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. Yeah, see, again, Yuri doesn't the reason why Yuri said that was not because she was judging her friends. She just didn't like the way her friends were treating her. You know? It's just that if their friends was exactly like Sayori, then Yuri wouldn't have said something like that. And Natsuki just took that like as a way of judging them. Yeah. A moment of silence stretches between them. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts, like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's true. Not all things can be solved with friends. Sometimes the person themselves need to solve it. The people who have the problem need to solve it themselves in order for them to learn the mistake, in order for them to experience and find a solution, so that they don't have to continue with this stuff. But, I guess the way Natsuki portrayed it, she kind of made it like it's a big deal or something. I don't know. It's really confusing when it comes to Natsuki. It's like I understand less of Natsuki than I relate more to Yuri than Natsuki. In all things considered. Well, then again, because Yuri doesn't have that much friends. It's just that Yuri is just expressing what she feels like, what should have been done, you know, or what should be different. I don't know. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong, and they're all like, "Aw, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't like to talk would make a good listener. Thank you. You're also nice. She's gonna say I'm not. It's really hard for me. It doesn't come out naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on my mind. But I feel like it only works when I'm annoyed or upset or I want to say something mean. Yeah. Why am I like that? You don't have the answer to that. You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself. Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki noticed her fidgeting the page of her books. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive, like I want to be part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated, especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it, and I have no desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in a way that I've never felt with real people. Well, that's why they're fantasy characters. A fantasy is supposed to be a place where everything is like how this one person wants it to be. It's not gonna always be like gonna deal with real life. Or at least there's gonna be some real life aspects to some fantasies, but they make it in like I don't know, I call this, make it in a fantasy way of expressing it, you know? So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Really? Is that hard for you to be, it's that hard for you to be around people? Like all the time? Fairly often, especially in group setting. When people are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that, I don't know what to do. I just disengage. Oh, doesn't it get lonely? I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with people one-on-one, and I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever Do you ever wish you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly it makes my heart ache. Yeah, me too. Really? Mm-hmm. A lot. Like, more than anything. After Natsuki mutters to herself, silence fills the stairwell once more. But it's a mutual silence. One full of understanding. Yeah. See, it's exactly what Sayori said, that Yuri and Natsuki are both the same people, despite having different personalities and, you know, despite one is more social than the other, there's actually something that they both have in common. It's having difficulty with themselves. They have a hard time on themselves. That's why it's called self-love, because they can't appreciate, because they don't like who they are, and the reason why, and they can't help it but be like that. It's like Natsuki hates it when people judge her, or you know, or like don't respect her, and then she just like gets upset and all that. But and it's not like that's the person's intention to disrespect her, but it's because she's like that, makes her think that. But then again, I don't really know. So anyways, let's go. We're almost done with this. Got 3 more episodes left, and yeah, my internet's still gone. Great. So anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, thumbs the like button to death. Become a Parker today. I'll see you guys in the next video.